Hello, welcome. This reading is for Chanel. We call upon her angels, her guides, her ascendant masters, her higher self, and the ancestors that support her to come forth, bring any messages that need to come forth, seen and understood. And may we have a beautiful, accurate reading. Aho and blessed be. Alright, hon. The reading doesn't really make sense to me, but I hope it makes sense to you. If anything, you could let me know if it resonates. If not, then I could always pull more cards for you. We are going to start off with the oracle cards. The first one's going to represent how you feel in the situation, or the position that you are in the relationship, the position that they're in, what brings you guys together, what strengthens the connection, with the weakness, and the conclusion of the relationship. So it shows me for you, you are in a position where you're stripping illusions. You are not trying to live in a fantasy world. You're trying to become clear on what you need, what you want, and coming into the truth of what it means to be you and to create the life that you are creating for yourself. For them, they're in a place where they're learning that what they want, what they need, and they're being patient, slow but steady. They are okay on things not moving so rapidly, but they know that it's taking time, and they're going at a steady pace. Okay. What brings you guys together? We got the card of letting go. So maybe what brought you guys together was a situation, a lifestyle that no longer resonated with you guys, and both of you were able to agree and realize that you guys were meant to live a new life, follow a new path. So you guys have part of wanting to release old habits that made you guys want to be together, as well. Letting go of expectation. This card confused me a little bit because it said what strengthens the relationship is anger, and that's a funny way to put it, but anger is when an injustice is happening, and anger is that rage that comes up to make a injustice justice. So a lot of the anger that comes from both of you guys can resonate, but at the same time, that anger helps you guys understand what you're passionate about and what you really want to stand up for. The weakness of the relationship is teaching. The weakness of the relationship is teaching. So sometimes we forget that our partners are here to bring lessons for us, and us to bring lessons to them, and that they are a teacher and a student at the same time. The relationship is teaching us that we're going through lessons. It's not always going to be up, it's not always going to be down, it's not always going to be beautiful. There is an in-between. Each cycle within the lesson, each cycle within the relationship has a lesson, it has a teaching. So maybe it's a little bit difficult for you and your partner to see that you guys are still learning from each other, and that there's lessons to learn together. All right, so the conclusion of the reading is the conclusion of the relationship, where it's moving. So the moving of the relationship, we definitely see it moving into balance. So it's something that you guys are definitely working on, and it's something that can definitely be worked on, and it's there. The conclusion of the relationship is being able to move into balance both together. So that's a beautiful conclusion of being able to come along. Relationships are not easy for sure, but if we're willing and open to continuously change, transform, have an open mind, and heal together, we start moving into balance together. And I definitely see that happening for you guys. So I hope that makes sense. We're gonna move into the tarot of any description that wants to be talked about. Okay. Okay. So we got the 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of Pentacles. This is a family that is financially stable. They have harmony. They've been able to build a home, and they're doing really, really good. I see that happening. But it's something that it's not just going to come right off the bat. It's something that needs to be worked on. Both of you guys are willing to master your skill, master your craft, work on the relationship, and be able to put in the work. I definitely see you both being able to do that. This card is letting me know that you guys have gone through some heavy stuff, either together or individually. You guys have gone through some deep stuff that it kind of felt like you guys, like the situation almost killed you, and it was intense. It was intense energy. But this card is letting you know that that the worst is over. This card is asking that within the situation you were able to understand your strength, you were able to understand your courage, and this card is continuously asking you to remember that courage, that willpower, and to know that do not forget how strong you are. No matter how hard the situation gets, you have this deep inner strength in you that is being asked to be more present. This card is letting me know that both of you have really good ideas. You guys have goals. You guys have passions, what you want as a family, as a couple. But this card is letting me know that you guys are really, really good at talking about it, but you guys haven't put it into action. You guys are passionate. You guys have all these goals, but you guys haven't acted upon it. So this card is letting you know that just pick a goal and commit to it. I know it could be overwhelming, having a lot of things that you would like to have, a lot of the things that you like to focus on. This card is letting you know that to stop daydreaming about it, and it's time to put action into it and work for it. This card is letting me know that you do need to make a decision, though, to stop being in denial. Because if you don't take off that blind, and make that decision for yourself, the decision is going to be made for you, and it's going to be more intense than you coming into truth and making the decision for yourself. There's a death coming in, and meaning that not necessarily like somebody dying, but it means there's a old way of living your life, an old way of being. It could be a path, it could be a project, it could be work, it could be a relationship, it could be something along the lines that it no longer works for you, and it needs to come into an end. And you need to make that decision. You have to end it. Regardless, it's going to be ended. It's something that's part of your life that no longer works for you, and it's coming into an end because you're being asked to grow. You're being asked to be more aligned into your truth. Ultimately, I feel like there's some secrecy going on. It could be from you, it could be from your partner, or a circumstance in your life. Anyways, somebody's being a little bit secrecy. They've been a little bit afraid to show their true feelings or emotions, and the truth can no longer be contained. It's going to come out, and so there's just some news that you're about to find out. It could be a little bit secrecy. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad news. It just means that this person didn't feel completely comfortable on being able to come out completely in their truth, but they're being asked to fully show up for themselves now and be truthful. So be ready for that. The King of Pentacles. It might be for particularly with a masculine figure that's really good. It's a fire sign. It could be a Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. and it might be about opportunities coming in. Regardless, there's going to be beautiful opportunities coming in. New people that you guys really connect with emotionally, deeper connections. This card talks about new beginnings emotionally, the cup being full, that your cup is so full that it's overflowing. So you're going to be presented with new ideas, new emotional prospects, but this card is letting you know that you have to take in consideration what's going on. Do not make any crazy decisions. You're being asked to rest, to fully integrate and download, meditate, to understand what really is going on. And in order, you have to connect to spirit. You have to connect to your spirituality. You have to connect to your higher self. They're trying to send you a message, and in order for you to receive the message, you have to spend time with yourself. You have to spend time in solitude, resting, for you to download this message, okay? So we got this card, and this card is that you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety, grief, and nightmares. This card is letting you know, do not be afraid to reach out, that whenever things feel overwhelmed, that you're not by yourself. And the death card came out again. You got the death card twice. You're definitely going through a transformation. You're definitely going through some intense emotions, but it's okay. Do not fear it. Know that these things are happening in order for you to clear your path, in order for new opportunities and blessings that are more aligned to your truth, that will truly make you feel happy to come forth. But before that happens, we have to get rid of the old. We have to get rid of what no longer works for us. And sometimes it's hard because we're attached to these circumstances, to these people, but a lot of changes are going to come in your way. But it's a beautiful, beautiful transformation. And right now you're kind of going through the growing pains, or will go through the growing pains, but it's okay, ma. That pain is normal. Just have support. Don't feel bad or reaching out. Make sure you reach out. You're going to need it, and know that you are fully supported into this beautiful path of yours. You are loved, you are safe, you are guided, and you are protected. All right, last cards to come up. I see you being able to handle multiple responsibilities. You're about to have more responsibilities than expected, but you are going to be able to do them and have them in balance and not feel overwhelmed. This card is letting you know that after a hardship, after intense emotions, this card talks about 6 to 8 months ago, you went through like some traumatic experience, really, really intense energy that kind of made you feel like hopeless and almost broken down. But this card is letting you know that the stars are aligning back into your favor, and your faith is being restored, and things are finally going to start becoming a little bit more easier. They're going to start flowing, which ultimately is going to open you up to a new path. There's new blessings waiting for you. There's new blessings and a new path and new opportunities waiting for you, and I'm excited for you. I'm really, really excited for you. The Queen of Pentacles usually talks about a woman that could run her own business, that she's very much passionate, and she is aligned to it. This card is letting you remember that sometimes when things feel really, really intense, know that you still are very blessed, and you have very, very much beautiful blessings. This man is only focusing on his cups being spilled. He's like, fuck, like my blessings got taken away, but he's not paying attention that not everything went to waste, that he still has blessings. This card is letting you know that be careful within that mindset within you. Recognize your blessings, and don't get caught up on the lack. Don't get caught up on what you're losing. You're being asked to work more deeply into your intuition, the High Priestess. Nobody could tell you how to live your own life. you already, deep down, you already know, connect to her. She's the one guiding you, and you have to spend more time with her, cultivate that relationship with her. She's the one that's going to give you the answers, the ones that she's going to be, the one that she is continuously going to guide you. Listen to her and cultivate it. As long as you have her close, you have a deep connection with her, you will always be fine, my love. And I see you needing to make a decision again, but this one's going to be for financially, like a project, for work, or something that really, really interests you. Both of the decisions are going to be aligned to your truth. There's no wrong answer, but you could choose the one that makes you feel the happiest, the one that feels more aligned to your truth. All right, so I hope that made sense. I know a lot of information came in. I hope it made sense. Let me know if this made sense to you. I am beyond grateful that you allow me to do this reading. I would like to thank your angels, your guides, your higher self, your ascended masters, and the ancestors that support you for coming forth and bringing in these messages. Aho and blessed be.